Greetings, everyone. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 9 of our look at our favorite female-fronted bands of all time. Rock bands, hard rock bands, classic rock bands, prog rock bands, metal bands, right? Whatever. It could be pop rock bands as well. But our 30 favorite bands that have a female or two fronting the band. Right? We're doing this each and every day throughout the month of November. 30 days, 30 of our favorite bands. Giving some props to the ladies here this month. This particular band debuted on the scene back in 2006, I believe. They're from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The band is called Blood Ceremony. They've got 4 full-length studio albums. Really good, really unique band, fronted by Aaliyah O'Brien, who is such a presence on stage. She is the vocalist. She plays flute, she plays organ and keyboards, and she lends a very, very unique element to this particular band, who are kind of hard to describe. I guess you can call them a metal band, but that kind of doesn't really kind of give the whole picture. They have lots of elements of doom, especially on their first 2 albums, which are these 2 right here. These albums are very doomy. There is a very much a prog rock element to their music. There's a folk element to their music. There's a psychedelic element to their music. And there's a little bit of pop going on here too. I'd basically call them a hard rock band, but they've got, occult themes in their lyrical imagery. They've got this obvious Black Sabbath influence. To me, to put it mildly, to me, Blood Ceremony is like the perfect head-on collision between Black Sabbath, Jethro Tull, Deep Purple, Jefferson Airplane, and maybe a little bit of Coven as well. That's kind of what they're all about. They are currently on, Rise Above Records. I think everything's on Rise Above Records, if I'm not mistaken. Metal Blade, Rise Above Records, yeah. And really, really great atmospheric passages colliding with big, heavy, doomy Black Sabbath style riffs. The flute is all over the place. The Hammond organ, like I said, little bits of folky element too, but there's certainly a psychedelic feel throughout the music as well. The rest of the band, so Aaliyah O'Brien, like I mentioned, lead vocals, flute and organ. Sean Kennedy on guitars. Lucas Gatke on bass and backing vocals, and Michael Carrillo on drums, and previous members include Chris Landon on bass, Jeremy Finkelstein, and Andrew Houst on drums. Like I said, they come from Canada, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. As far as picking a favorite album, man, it's really hard. The first 2 albums, all right, Blood Ceremony and Living with the Ancients, are definitely the most out-and-out doom, I think. I mean, this is the debut is absolutely terrific. It's so heavy. The debut reminds me, again, you got the Black Sabbath influence, I hear. Lots of Pentagram here. Maybe Little Witchfinder General. Certainly the Jethro Tull thing. Certainly the Deep Purple thing. Maybe a little of new wave of British heavy metal band Pagan Altar, right? This kind of continues on that trend, although maybe not quite as overtly doom as the debut. And then the most recent albums, and again, they haven't put out an album. It's been a number of years. Lord of Misrule, which is this one right here, came out in 2016. So it's already been 6 years since we've seen an album from them. And then the Eldritch Dark came out in 2013. These albums still have that doomy vibe, but there's more psychedelia, there's more folk, there's more kind of 70s blues rock on these albums. They are still fairly heavy, but there's definitely more of a 70s bluesy hard rock element going on these albums, but you still get obviously the kind of the Jethro Tull thing, and you still get the Deep Purple thing, and there's still enough of a Black Sabbath element. It's just not as out and out doom as those first 2 albums. So I don't know. I always have a hard time picking a favorite here, because to me, all of these albums are 4 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 5. I think I kind of lean towards the first 2 a little bit because I am such a doom fan, but I really, really love these 2 as well. Really, really great. And her vocal style, she doesn't really sound like anybody else. She's got this kind of haunting quality to her voice. she's not doing an Ann Wilson thing. She's not doing a Pat Benatar thing. She doesn't sound like Grace Slick, really. She's probably got more in line with, I guess you could say, Johanna from Lucifer. She's got kind of a similar type of kind of haunting, ethereal quality about her vocals that is probably not far removed from her. But she definitely is unique, and she's a really good flute player. So if you the thought of hearing loads of flute in kind of like heavy Black Sabbath style, riffy rock with also some cool organ, you can't beat this stuff. It's just really, really good. And like I said, the lyrics have a lot of occult imagery going on, so there's this kind of mystique about the band, but very appealing to listen to, very easy to listen to. Good grooves, heavy riffs, bluesy, it's doomy, it's folky, it's psychedelic, it's proggy, it's all those things kind of wrapped up in one. I really dig this band a lot, and like I said, it's been too long. We need a new album from them. So Blood Ceremony from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Check them out if you haven't already, and let us know what you think if you are a fan. Give some love to the band down in the comments below. Let us know what you think of Leah O'Brien and company. And also list your pick for today, day 9, right, as we count down our favorite female-fronted bands of all time. So we're going to be doing it each and every day this month. So, of course, tune in tomorrow to see what I have up my sleeve on my list. So, but till then, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. Please do hit the like button before you leave. Very important as well. And if you care to make a donation to the channel, we've got the link to our Ko-Fi page down below in the video description, as well as our merch page where you can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility stuff. And we'll see you tomorrow with another band, female-fronted band, among my favorites. So stay tuned for that, and also stay tuned here on the channel today. A plethora of new release review, new reviews, new album release reviews. Yeah, it's early. I'm having a hard time speaking this morning, so there'll be quite a few coming at you today. What do we got? New Borealis, new Talus, new Alter Bridge, and a whole new Striper, a whole bunch of stuff. So stay tuned for that. New Steve Hackett Live, all sorts of things coming at you today. So make sure you don't miss any of them. That's why it's important to click on the notification bell so you get that little email alert every time we post a new video so you don't miss a single one of them. So thanks for watching. I am Pete Pardo. See you real soon. Don't touch that dial. Take care. Bye-bye.